super fantastic, sparkling 4th of July. It's Independence Day here in America, so may you be having a safe one, having a great time with family and friends, and just celebrating the independence of the country. And it's birthday, I guess, so happy birthday, America. And today is day 2164 of the Porchlight Letters podcast, Freedom is Becoming. Yes, I have had an amazing day. I've basically stayed off the computer all day. This is my first time. Well, I was on my laptop about 30 minutes ago getting my notes ready for tonight's podcast. But apart from that, haven't had the computer on at all today. So I've done very well. I'm still in my PJs. Well, I got dressed to go for a walk this morning, came home, put my PJs back on. And we have just been spending the day. It's 100 and something degrees outside. I think it got up to 40 degrees Celsius. If not, it's high 30s. It's high 30s if it hasn't made it to 40 degrees Celsius. And on the, let's just go tell you what it is. Let's just look it up, shall we? Why not? Let's just look it up. Where's the weather thing? There's the weather thing. What do we got here today? We have got a very toasty 100 degrees today, Fahrenheit, which is 38 degrees Celsius. And that was our high for today, with less humid and with sunshine. Stay hydrated for Independence Day celebrations, high 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 38 degrees Celsius. That one I do know. So we've been since our walk this morning. We've basically locked ourselves inside and we've watched Independence Day. We realized that yesterday, the July 3rd, was the 40th anniversary of the release of the first Back to the Future movies. So we've watched the first two of those, and we're about to watch the third one. So that'll be on tonight's agenda. We've been picking and eating throughout the day. I've eaten way too much. Got Zeffie to eat about a quarter cup of her food today. But we shall see. We'll go see the vet tomorrow to see if we can find ways that we can entice her to eat, because for some reason these steroids are turning her off her food. And if you're going to put them on a different food, you kind of got to wean them onto the new food and wean them off the old food. But if they're not eating the old food, what do you do? But she did get a raw egg today, so she was happy about that. So anyway, let's go pull up the notes. That's what I love about things syncing across devices. Let's go. I don't think I think I might have done one podcast in my PJs before. I don't know. This could be a first. Who knows? Anyway, so tonight's episode is called Freedom is Becoming. On this Independence Day, we often think of fireworks, flags, and the freedom declared in history books. But there's another kind of freedom worth celebrating. The kind we claim quietly. The kind we live daily. The kind we become through bold personal choices. It teaches us that freedom isn't just a right, it's a relationship with your truth. It isn't just handed to you, it's owned, one decision at a time. Becoming free means unlearning what doesn't serve you and stepping fully into who you are. Real independence isn't about breaking away from others, it's about breaking back into yourself. I love that one. What happens when you no longer seek permission to live on your own terms? When you're no longer seeking permission, you are free to live on your terms. You don't have to seek permission for it. You stop measuring yourself by someone else's expectations. Yes, what are your expectations for yourself, and live by those instead. You realize freedom looks different for everyone, and yours is valid. They're all valid for them, for whatever it is, how they see freedom and how it looks for them. And yours is valid too on how you see freedom and how you choose to live free. You honor your inner independence with an act of no licking. You want to see a dog look guilty? Catch her while she's doing something she knows she's not supposed to do. So you honor your inner independence with every act of alignment. How we carry this forward. Let freedom be something you nurture, not just celebrate once a year. Celebrate it every single day. You are living in your freedom. Ask yourself, where in my life do I still feel bound, and how can I begin to loosen the grip? And remember that each tiny act of becoming is a revelation in its own right. Sorry, it's gone now. Drink of water. On the legacy connection, generational freedom doesn't always come from grand gestures. Sometimes it begins when you decide to live truthfully. Because sometimes when you are not living free and you are not living in yourself in freedom, you're not being true to yourself. You're not showing your authentic self to those around you. So sometimes it begins when you decide to live truthfully. That choice becomes a ripple that reaches future generations. You may be the first in your line to feel free and the one who makes it normal for others. And trust me, your others will notice. They will notice. So we've got 4 questions for you tonight. And you'll find them in the descriptions below. You can use them in your Porch Light Reflection Journal. And I'm super excited because my new copy of my Porch Light Reflection Journal will be here either Sunday or Monday. I can't remember which day. I finally remembered to order it. So, and there you've got space to write. We do have the new editions coming out. That's going to be this weekend's work. Today was work free, completely being free to do what we wanted to do when we wanted to do it. And I will tell you this, we ate way too much. I ate way too much today. Yeah, way too much. I feel blah because I've eaten too much. But I have also annihilated. This is a 40-ounce thing, and this is my 4th or 5th one today so far. But I did juice a watermelon last night. I had a small watermelon, so I threw it into the blender and blended it into juice and put some lemon and lime into it. And that's been a refreshing drink to have throughout the day with the extra electrolytes in there. It's been kind of cool. And it kind of helps get away the bloatness too. But I have another watermelon, so I'm going to go juice it up for this weekend. All right, so questions. Your reflection questions for today. What does personal independence look like in your life today? Number 2, where are you still asking permission to be fully yourself, and how can you start reclaiming that space? What would it feel like to live free mentally, emotionally, spiritually? And only you will know what that freedom feels like. Nobody can tell you what it's going to feel like because everybody experiences freedom very differently. What brave decision have you made this year that helped you become more you? And in closing, freedom isn't just something we commemorate. It's something we embody with each step, each truth, each brave breath we become. And on this 4th of July, may you celebrate not just the freedom that was written into law, but the freedom you're writing with your life. And with that, we are out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling 4th of July. Enjoy the fireworks. We're going to be getting flyovers here shortly. I'm trying to remember what time they start. Luke Air Force Base, which is close to where I live, put out an agenda of where all the flyovers are going to be taking place tonight. And the last one, which they do over here, will be before they land back at Luke's Air Force Base. And that's going to be while we're out walking tonight. So that's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to looking up to the skies. But I will say this, I am going to miss the noise of the jets on a daily basis. They fly around here Monday through Friday. Then on the weekends, if there's displays and stuff, you hear them up there as well. There's times I go out in the backyard and you'll see 1, 2, 4, 5 go fly across the backyard. And so, yeah, so looking forward to watching them fly tonight. As part of the flyover, they're going around all the different 4th of July celebrations that are being held, community ones that are being held within the area in the valley, and doing flybys and that. So can't wait to see tonight's one when we get to go for a walk. But we'll be out and back before the fireworks start because Zeffie is okay with thunder and lightning. When we lived in the RV, when she heard the thunder and saw the flashes of lightning, she would jump up onto the dashboard, move the curtain aside, and just sit there and watch. She doesn't like fireworks. So I'm hoping that we'll be out and back before the fireworks start. And then we can be inside watching movies again. We've got part 3 of Back to the Future to watch tonight. So we have that to watch. So yes, we'll watch that tonight, and hopefully that will drown out all the fireworks that are taking place. But definitely want to see the fly past. So we're going to be looking for that tonight. So go out, have a very safe 4th of July. If you are drinking, please don't drive. There's Ubers, there's lifts, there's taxis, there's other means to get you home, or just find a spot on the floor and go to sleep. But please, please, please don't drink and drive. Stay safe out there. And remember that not everybody likes fireworks, especially animals, but there's also those who will suffer from, will have some PTSD effects tonight because of the fireworks. So please keep in mind, if you're letting fireworks off, please keep that in mind of people who are around you that may be affected by the noises. But with that, go out, have a super fantastic sparkling 4th of July, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hei konera.